Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesdays with Fran. This is Fran, and yes, it's very cold and it's very windy. So welcome to the village of Uterga in the Camino de Santiago. I just want to turn the camera around because the sun is, look at that beautiful sun saying, I am here, behind the clouds. Isn't it beautiful? Well, take a look at the cold Spain. A cold front hit Spain a couple of days ago. Her name is Juliette, and all Spain it's freezing. Especially here in Uterga, which is normally quite windy. Today is especially a very windy day, so hopefully sound comes more or less okay, and the image hopefully is a little bit stable. Okay, unfortunately, with this wind, we don't know what is going to happen today. So, welcome to the beautiful village of Uterga. Very small, 165 people living here. The altitude, it is just 1,600 with 1,600 feet over sea level. Hola James, good afternoon from Spain. Well, good. Good is just because of good manners, because it's freezing. Anyway, so we are right now 1,600 feet, but the mountain that we have there is called El Alto del Perdón, which is about 2,500 feet, and we are in the Camino de Santiago. This day, this part of the hike, all the way from up there to here, it is a very steep going down. So for the pilgrims, it is a very hard moment. Okay, so pilgrims, when they reach Uterga, really they're exhausted because they have left Pamplona, which is about 11 miles. So they have walked up that mountain, down that mountain. Especially the going down, it is probably the hardest thing. It's not the going up that is too hard. Going down, it's super hard because it's loose rocks and it's gravel and it's slates. It's beautiful because the sights, as you can see, it's very beautiful, but it's complicated for the pilgrims. So here we are entering the beautiful little village of Uterga, Uterga. We are in the valley of Valdizarbe, okay? And the first house that all the pilgrims get to see when they arrive in Uterga, it is that house, which happens to be, it is the birthplace of my mother-in-law. I know as mom was born here in Uterga in this beautiful big house. It's a huge house, and well, I know she always says that she adores this village because all her childhood memories are from here. Okay, so all the summers she would have spent in here, and as you can see, we are in the Camino. In her house there's a sign of the Camino de Santiago, so all of this is her cute little house. Okay, yay! That was, well, in that crystal there, my brother-in-law broke his nose when he was a kid. Well, anyway, so the village of Uterga is one of those typical villages in the Camino de Santiago, which is just one straight line. Okay, they're called pueblos calle, which is street villages, because the Camino marks this village. Okay, so only it's one. It used to be only one street. Now we do have other streets on the right and on the left, but it was just one little street going all straight in the Camino de Santiago. This type of street villages, we find them all along the Camino, but probably this is one of the most straight ones and very simple. Once again, all the houses are constructed in stone, very heavy stone, beautiful. When does this village date back to? Well, we have to go to the 12th century, 1100s, when for the first time there is something written about the village of Uterga. By the 13th century, the village of Uterga pays taxes directly to the crown of Navarra. Okay, not anymore to monasteries or things like that. By the 13th century, 1200s, directly to the crown of Navarra. And on the 1407, Remember last week we were in Muruzabal that the king Charles III gave it to his bastard brother? Well, guess what? This village also went to the bastard brother, Lionel. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock. Sorry, I couldn't wait until 6 because I was freezing to death out there. Okay, so hola, Jan. Sorry I didn't wait, but it was way too cold. So this is the city hall of Uterga, and that's the coat of arms that it is wheat, because all of these valleys, the economy has always been farming. Okay, farming over here long time ago, it used to be wine production was very, very big. Once the wine production went down around here, it changed into beetroot. The beetroot production was huge, and then it went into mushrooms. Okay, now the agriculture around here, we have different crops. We have wheat, oat, but the most important one is being planted right now, which is what we call the white gold, which is the white asparagus. This is the land of white asparagus. Okay, as you can imagine, I know as family lives still here. I mean, uncles and cousins and everybody, and all of them have a little piece of land, and they do produce white asparagus, and we have fresh white asparagus in about a month or so. So super happy that we're gonna have white asparagus. Anyway, about this church. This is the church. Okay, let's see if we can get a perspective. Okay. Well, it's the church of the Nuestra Señora de la Asunción, Our Lady of the Holy Assumption. Okay, it is Gothic. It was constructed in the 1500s, although it was enlarged, especially this brick part, on the 17th and 18th century. Where we find Gothic, rural Gothic, especially, are those beautiful decorated windows and that little tower that we have up there. Okay, this special church has two things that makes, I think it's kind of special. The first one is that on the 18th century, all the 1700s, the bishop didn't decide who was going to be the priest here. The people from here would tell the bishop, hey, we want this priest to be the priest of our parish, which I think is kind of funny that they could decide who was going to be the priest of their parish. And the other thing is that up there in the roof of the church, they say that a witch lives. Her name is Marichancha, and the tradition says that she controls all the kids when they go into the mass to see if they are behaving and they're praying, not just moving and mumbling their mouths. So the Marichancha is controlling everybody up there. I love these stories. I think they're so cute. Okay, another important thing in the village of Uterga, it is this fountain. This fountain came here in the year 1921. I say it's important because here we have never had the need of extra water. The thing is, at the beginning of the 20th century, there was a lot of farming, so people needed a lot of water, extra water. So, hey Susana, hola. The people came over here, and the people from all the village, they constructed all the pipes and everything by themselves. They didn't have to wait for any governmental thing. It was just people from the village bringing water. And when I'm telling you that it's cold, look at that! It's frozen! I love the sound of water. I hope it comes through in the video because I love the sound of water. It calms me down. Okay, one more thing about Uterga. Uterga, it's, well, just keep on looking at the beautiful houses, which I think they are glorious. Uterga, it is known for the wind. Yes, today is extra windy because it's this Juliette cold front hitting all northern Spain has brought a lot of wind. But here the wind, it's very, very, very special. In fact, it is considered one of the cleanest winds in Spain. I know it's kind of strange, but At the end of 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, doctors would recommend to come to Uterga to feel the wind. That would clear everything from you. So it's a very clean wind. So as they have this love for the wind in here, every 2 years, the first Sunday of October, they celebrate the Day of the Wind. How do they do it? I think they do it in a beautiful, beautiful way. Up there in the sky, all the kids, they have kites, and there are hot air balloons, and there are parachutes, everything flying, fly. But that's up there. Down here, everybody comes out with a wind instrument. Could be a flute, a fagot, one of any wind instrument to celebrate the Day of the Wind. Okay, so if you're around here, the first Sunday of October, one every 2 years, they do it over here. They celebrate the Day of the Wind, which is very important here. One more thing. If you get to come to northern Spain, to rural northern Spain, you're gonna find northern and also in the south, but especially in the north, you're gonna find all of these crosses scattered on the villages. They are stages to the cross. Okay, so what do you do? We still do, at least back then it was every week. They would do it every Sunday. Pray the rosary, going the stages to the cross. Now it's just once a year where they do the stages to the cross, praying, and the whole village is closed and people go from one stage to the other, praying. Okay, so all along the Camino de Santiago, all along these beautiful little villages, we are going to find all of these stages to the cross. What else? Something very important. It is that here we do have one of the best hostels in the Camino de Santiago. Okay, here is El Camino del Perdón. It's a great pilgrims hostel that obviously now is the off season, so they are doing their holidays, very well deserved, because they will start working in about a month, and they don't stop from Monday to Sunday for over 9 months. So these people really work hard. But it is a great place where you can have a little beer outside. I love it. And there's a sign that says that you are 697 kilometers away from Santiago de Compostela. So can you imagine being a pilgrim and suddenly you have to go, okay, I only have about 500 miles on my way to Santiago de Compostela. So as you see, all the village, it's now dedicated to, well, agriculture, most important, and the second most important thing, it is the pilgrimage. Okay, the Camino route, it is the second most important thing in the village of Uterga. The Camino really brought a lot of greatness to all of these small villages, because young kids, they were not staying in the villages and they would go to the bigger cities like Pamplona here. But the Camino, what it did, it has brought all of these hostels, and all of these young kids, they are now staying in the villages, which I think it's a super, super cool thing, that all of this northern part of Spain, these villages are not empty anymore, because you have kids, you have young couples, and it's a great thing. And thanks to the Camino de Santiago. So the Camino, it's an amazing thing, not just culture and healthy and everything, it's also a great economical motor for northern Spain. And with this, my friends, once again, I am finished on Uterga, Uterga. Hopefully you have enjoyed. As you all know, I do have a Camino de Santiago tour. If you want to learn about it, please get in touch with me. We can talk about it. It's going to be in October. And no, we are not going to be walking the whole Camino de Santiago. No, it is not a religious tour. It's just a way to discover northern Spain, our culture, our tradition, our food. And yes, we will walk a little bit. Okay, some parts of the Camino we will be walking. So, my friends, thank you very much. Sorry if the camera was too vibrating and it was a little bit too windy. But yes, I'm gonna get warm, Jan, right now. I'm gonna go see if the bar is open and have myself a hot chocolate, because I mean I see my eyes are like frozen. Anyway, let me take you to this viewpoint that I love coming up here, so I can show you a little bit, if it's not too muddy, around beautiful village of Uterga, that, as I said, it's my mother's-in-law birthplace, and a lot of family still lives around here. So my friends, this beautiful view, I'm gonna say see you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for sharing Uterga. Susana, thank you so much for joining in, and please like this video, share it. Have a wonderful week. This next Sunday, I know is going to be out of town, so I will be cooking with my mama. So stay tuned. We're going to be cooking with mom. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, everybody. Have a great day.